Lovely Librans, welcome to your reading for February 2023. This is a general reading for you, Libra. It's a reading for Libra Sun, Rising and Moon sign. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and you can book a reading from there. That will be specific to you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, giving me a thumbs up. I really appreciate your support. My lovely Librans, I've been meditating on your energy and it's really interesting, you know. I've been working through the layers, you know, what's the indecision? This is not a time of indecision for you. This is a time of really knowing what it is you're wanting, really processing it, thinking about what it is you're wanting before you speak. To clarify it within your own mind, clarify it within yourself, and then have the courage to speak your truth, be your authentic self. If in the past there were patterns of going along with whatever, you know, whatever, this month's not going to be that. This month is going to be, well, this is what these are my expectations. This is what I'm needing. This is what I'm wanting, whether it is in a work environment, or whether it is in a home environment, or whether it is in a relationship environment with a friend, a family member, whatever it is. It really is about standing in your own strength, being determined, having the courage to speak your mind. You're more powerful than you think you are. You have more behind you than you think. And so it really is about standing up and being counted, standing up and really asking for what you're needing. I drew a card from my Divine Animal Oracle deck, and you have the snow leopard, the watcher, the snow leopard. The snow leopard is a very proud animal. It's a very stealth animal. It's an animal that hunts, an animal that is silent but powerful. It chooses its prey. It chooses the time when it needs to pounce, when it needs to. So choosing the time when you need to speak, choosing the time when you need to pounce. It is an apex predator. It is there's nothing much above that, above the snow leopard, above those sorts of wild cats. How are you going to be moving forward in your own courage, in your own power? Observing, you see, it's the watcher, and that's what they do. You know, leopards, snow leopards or leopards, they will sit in the tall grasses and they'll slink down and they will observe and they will watch. They will pick their prey. They will pick who they're going to. They don't expend energy for no reason. They're very calculated, but also very patient. It's about choosing your moment, observing what's going on around you, observing people, observing the interactions, observing the situation that you want to make to change, but also knowing within you what you do want to change. Let's read the snow leopard and let's see what it says here. The snow leopard. Beautiful. Look at this. I'll hold that up for you. Take the high road. Do not sink to the level of low vibration. Observe the situation closely before acting, which is what I'd said to you. Being silent is an option. Ethics is the number one concern. It is best not to continually draw attention to yourself just for the sake of filling up your ego. A little mystery is a good thing. It's about knowing when you want to, that is your power. Knowing, choosing when you want to speak, choosing what you want to say. This is the animal totem. This is your animal totem for the month. Snow leopard magic is all about the power of being the silent watcher. Western society is an extroverted one with the emphasis on the individual and on being seen. Yet there is much advantage to examining things quietly and observing before making decisions. Taking your time and observing a situation before you decide the next step is wise. Snow leopard magic is mysterious and ethical and can be used when you need assistance in taking the right the righteous path. It's about choosing what you want to say, choosing when you want to say it, choosing what is important to you, what is needing to be said. That's your power this month. I feel like there's a lot of processing going on with you, my lovely Librans. A lot of processing. A lot of processing. I'm going to draw a card from my the Wild Unknown deck. I was just having a look at what that was. All right, so you've got the Five of Wands, and so there has been, I want to say to you, what's brought you to February? What's brought you to this energy? There have been, it's been bumpy. There's been a situation here that's caught you by surprise. That's caused you to stop and reflect. That's caused you to stop and think about what it is you're wanting and how you're wanting to move forward. The choices and decisions are yours, which is the snow leopard. But it's not a choice and decision that you're making in haste. It's a choice and decision that you're making that is calculated, that is discerning, that is really well thought out. What that has also brought to the surface is your needs and what you're wanting and the direction you're wanting to go in and what decisions and choices you want to make. And so the situations that you've been through has brought to the surface your own power. It's empowered you in a sense, I want to say. So whatever's happened here, whatever challenges you've faced, whatever's come up for you in the past, whatever has stirred the waters for you to really make those realizations has been a good thing, because there's tremendous growth that comes from that. It's like take up the challenge. You know, the way things have been going before, that no longer serves you. It's a time for change. It's a time for doing something differently. So that's what those challenges held, or what you faced, what came up for you that has caused you to have this new way of thinking, this new way of seeing. It's a new sight. It's a new way of thinking. It's like you've moved from one situation to another situation, or a better situation. It has moved you along. There has been progression. You've also got the Son of Cups. The Son of Cups. Emotional growth, emotionally moving on. Your own strength. There's something new you've learnt about yourself. You've gone from the ugly duckling to this beautiful swan. There has been a beautiful transformation of you, making you feel more confident, more expansive, more in touch with your intuition, more in touch with the self. There's a greater being in touch with yourself, but it's also the Son of Cups is also a new beginning on an emotional level. There's been some sort of transition, some sort of transformation on an emotional level. And so a lot of these changes have happened on an emotional level. A new discovery, a new way of seeing things. I love that, my lovely Librans. Okay, so let's have a look here at your Celtic cross. Let's have a look at what's going on here. What's going on? Wow, there's a lot of power here with you. There is a lot of power here with you. There is a lot of change. There's a lot of, it's like, you know, with the new year, we always make these New Year resolutions. That's February for you, making these new, you know, reflecting back on your life, on the past, and thinking, okay, well, things need to change. What needs to change? These things need to change. What do I want to bring in? What's going to make my life more fulfilled? There's that's coming through in February. You've got the Messenger of Water, and this is about moving forward on an emotional level. So there's forward movement on an emotional level. There's some sort of turning point on an emotional level. How are you going to be moving forward? What changes are coming in on an emotional level? Are you feeling stronger and more powerful in your own right, in your own energy? More confident in who you are and what your expectations are? There's been something that has really transformed that. transformed your way of being. Now let's have a look at the center cards here. This is you, the Four of Water. You've achieved a lot. You've done a lot with so far. But there's something else that you want to bring into your reality. There's something that you've been wishing for. There's something that has been in your heart's desire that you want to now bring into your reality. What is that change? What is that addition? It's not even a change. It's an addition to what you've already got, what you've already achieved, what already is around you. And that can be on an emotional level. It can also be a secret desire or wish that you have, that you want to manifest, that you want to bring in. It's time. February is the time to bring in this added, I want to almost say this added dimension, this added facet to your relationship, to your work life, to your life. There's just an added facet to it, and I feel like it's something that's positive. It's something you've been processing for quite a while. And it's now time to put it in place. It's now time to bring it into action. You've also, it's crossed with the Two of Air. Well, this is your suit, my lovely Libra. The Two of Air. This is about making choices and decisions. So choices and decisions are opening up for you. It is a time of making decisions, but they're decisions and choices that you're making that you've given a lot of thought to, that you've given a lot of, you've processed. It's not something that you're making spontaneously. Oh, this is in haste or in anger or in frustration. Oh, this is what I'm going to do. It's something that really has been sitting with you, and you've been toing and froing. And what decision am I going to make? What choices am I going to make? What is it that I'm wanting in my life? Is this that snow leopard energy that's coming in, this stealth, this observation, observing situations, and then coming to a decision to do with your emotions. It's to do with your emotions. It's lovely here because you've got, this snow leopard is a bit like the Emperor energy, the lion energy. This is the lion energy, the Emperor energy, this powerful energy, this apex predator, this being in charge, being in control, in that quiet sort of strength. And so this is you really feeling empowered, really feeling in control with that lion energy, with that Emperor energy, with that, and that's to do with your crown chakra. It's to do with the thoughts, with your thinking, with your working out what you're wanting, making those moves, knowing that it's going to work. The Emperor energy is also a very powerful energy. If you talk about the lions that are apex predators, the Emperor is also above kings. It's a powerful card. You're feeling very confident in February. Bring in the changes that you're wanting. Don't hold back on speaking your truth, being your authentic self. The time is now to do that. You've also got the Nine of Water. This is like the genie card. This is the wish card. This is everything that you're wanting, everything that you're desiring. It's going to come about. What's your wish list? What do you want to create? What do you want to bring in? What changes do you want to bring in? Is it changes to your work life? Is it changes to your home life? Is it changes within you? What is it that you're wanting? What do you want to create? What reality do you want to bring in for yourself? This is the genie card, and you're in total control of bringing that in around you. I love that. And that's at the very beginning of February. It's like as soon as, like now, it's like, let's go with it. Let's take start making these things happen. That energy's coming in. You've also got the Hermit energy as you're moving through February, and the Hermit energy is one of reflection. It's one of unlocking those secret compartments within you, working out what it is you're wanting, where you're wanting to move to, what you're wanting to bring into your reality. Meditation, getting rid of distractions, making up your own mind, making your own choices and decisions, making choices and decisions that are right for you. Really self-reflecting, where is that coming from? Why am I wanting to make those choices and decisions? What's going on there? Self-exploration. Your path will be lit. You'll know which way to go. Follow your intuition as well. You've got the Ten of Fire here, the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is completion of, you go by the end of February when you're feeling better about yourself because you've empowered yourself and you've spoken up and said what you've needed to say. There's a completion of the hard times. There's a completion of the hassles. There's a completion of the difficulties. There's a moving forward. It's important to move forward and leave the past behind. Don't take the past with you. Leave it behind. What you take with you is what you've learnt from those past situations that have really impacted on you. Find that Lion energy in moving on, that strength in moving on. The Ten of Fire is about something that really you felt quite passionate about, something that you really felt quite deeply. So whatever it was, it's about let's leave that behind and let's just take what I've learned, who I've become, the strength that I found in myself. How has that situation changed me? How have I grown from it? So there's all those really big questions coming up for you in February to really work out your direction, where you're moving to, what you're wanting. You've also got the Five of Water. The Five of Water speaks of leaving the past behind. So you're sort of ready to leave the past behind. You're ready to move on. You're ready to move on to better things, and you do that with the Ten of Wands. Don't carry the burden. Release it. And the Five of Water is also reinforcing that. Don't look back on the past, but rather look to the future. Look to what's ahead. Look to what potential your future holds, what abundance and what love and what excitement the future holds for you. By reflecting back on the past, you sort of keep dragging that into the future. And so it's time to let that go. Time to move on from that. You've got such lion energy around. You've got the snow leopard, you've got the emperor, which is a lion energy, you've got strength, which is a lion energy. You're feeling really in control. Lions are apex predators. They are the head of a pride of lions. They fight for their position and they know that they're strong enough to take it on. It's about you're going to be feeling there's nothing standing in your way. There's a real strength in you. The importance of family, the importance of having that closeness, being protective of your family, being protective of your private life, being protective of what's important to you. And knowing that you're strong enough to do that. You're strong enough to provide that protection. You're strong enough to speak your truth. You have the courage to speak your truth. Very, very powerful energy, that lion energy. I want to say to you that your spirit animal for the month of February, you have the snow leopard. You have 2 lions. And so it's the cat family, isn't it? It's the wild cat family that is coming in here for you, which is also a very spiritual energy, an energy filled with intuition. But look at this. This is sitting with a crown on its head, the lion here, the king of the jungle, the king of the jungle, the king of your environment, the king of your reality, the queen of your reality. You're in control here. You're taking charge, but because it's in your crown chakra, it's about a lot of thought going into that. There's a lot of thought. There's a lot of nothing's done in haste, nothing's said in haste. But you've got the, should I say you've got the upper hand? You are empowered here. You are empowered here. My lovely Librans, the last card you've got, which I find is really interesting because here it comes again, the messenger of fire. But have a look. There's a crown. That crown chakra, the crown on your head. You're being offered a crown on your head. Royalty, you know, if you like, is in control here. Your thoughts, your Libran, so you do a lot of thought. You're in your head. That crown chakra is really an important part of you. It's about coming into your own, knowing what your passion is, knowing what your direction is, knowing what your purpose is, and being in absolute control of it. Being fulfilled. Know that you're moving forward with excitement, with passion, with joy. It's a really wonderful energy that's coming through for you. It's an energy that just reinforces for me the power of the empowerment you're feeling in February. The ability to speak your truth and be authentic. The ability to create the changes that you're wanting to create. I want to say to you, life is good in February. If it's a business you want to take control of, if it's a family situation, your personal life, whatever it is, take hold of it. You've got the Divine Abundance deck, which is interesting. You've got 2 cards here, and I'll give you those 2 cards. Let's see what it says. First of all, you've got extraordinary, and it's an extraordinary month. There's a wild and impetuous uniqueness to you that deserves to be honoured. And that's the king of the jungle. That's that lion energy. That's that being crowned. How fantastic. There's a wild and impetuous uniqueness to you that deserves to be honoured. Stand up and be counted. Don't be afraid. If you want that promotion, whatever it is you're wanting, bring it in. Bring it in. And then you've got the divine flow. Eventually, one sublime desire takes precedence over all others. To follow the Tao, the divine flow at all costs. Go with how you're feeling. That's your intuition. Desire takes precedence over all others. What are your desires? What changes do you want to bring in? Go with the flow of it all. I love that. I love that, my lovely Librans. I wish you love, light, and many blessings for the month of February. It sounds really exciting. It's that empowerment and strength that's coming through for you. I absolutely love. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and book a reading from there. Blessings to you.